I believe we are back. There's no viewers at the minute, so we won't. Hello. We're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Thanks for rapha and DaHanG for waiting.
Yeah, I think Cooler connected to a server and it just blew a fuse or something because everything went down. So, but anyway, we started hectic.
That was a very interesting spawn, and surely DaHanG got the better of it. And there's the first rail. So rapha is using his weapon the railgun to his advantage, but still DaHanG has such a big stack. And it's just trying to find.
We're probably going to see a pretty passive first couple of minutes just as we suss each other out. But no, proving me wrong. DaHanG charges in.
Wow! And rapha with hardly anything just went in aggressive and just landed on top in that fight. And those rockets were not bad.
The only problem is rapha doesn't have a rail, so he's very vulnerable right now.
rapha does have a rail. And rapha's just taking the safe route. He knows he's dealt some damage to DaHanG, but DaHanG has got positioning on the red armor, so that means that rapha has to find a different way to actually ambush it. And there's this. He takes the teleporter, but obviously DaHanG was already standing on the red armor, taking it. But now rapha is really low and just has to be happy with that green armor.
Yeah, DaHanG's playing great.
Yeah. And also very good decision to go to that teleporter, but rapha just managed to kill him nonetheless.
Just as the mega spawn, that was unlucky for DaHanG. It looked like a great move.
Yeah, now rapha is in full control. He has the mega health and the red. And he's just waiting for... he's even timing the green armor. He's just waiting for DaHanG to peek.
Playing those angles. DaHanG's very good at the angles on his map.
Yeah, DaHanG is... The thing that DaHanG has to do is just has to keep the distance to rapha right now because he can't challenge. But that rocket in the face is going to annoy rapha a bit here, and he has to stay in that shaft fight because he needs that red armor. But meanwhile, DaHanG was able to take the mega health, so that teleporter really saved his ass.
Well, that was a very nice trade-off for rapha because DaHanG was low when he took the mega, and he's got virtually no armor now.
There's another fight, but this time rapha stays on top. He just had too much of a stack, so DaHanG couldn't really do anything.
Yeah, DaHanG
mega health is up, and this DaHanG's time on the mega health is really good.
Yeah, but rapha managed to trap him in the corner, and he couldn't get to it. Ouch.
Oh, that was some good rocket off the spawn. And there you go, DaHanG is going in aggressive and stealing that yellow, but taking that jump pad wasn't maybe the best option.
No, he's got position though, and he's taken the red. That's great play by DaHanG. rapha's got to run now and try and use his rail to his advantage. I don't really know if he has a rail yet.
We'll switch over to DaHanG. He's already waiting on the mega health, but he should really get out of there because you don't want to get trapped into the mega health room.
No, the mega is always a very dangerous place to be. rapha got out nicely though, so that's great. He's got that full mega.
DaHanG now using positioning on rapha, just trying to deal some damage with that rail.
Once DaHanG gets this, that's great.
Oh, two rockets right in the face, and just totally destroying DaHanG's plans to actually just walk to the red armor. But rapha just said no, just gonna eat two of my rockets and goodbye.
rapha's heavily stacked. That was a nice prediction not to go straight out there because DaHanG would have hit him in the face with at least one rocket.
Yeah, when you're in that mega health room, you have to be very patient and pick the right moment to actually get out of there.
Yeah, rapha didn't take any damage. That was surprising, really. DaHanG couldn't stick around though. He had nothing, so it was all or nothing drop. I think rapha's fairly happy with the 5-0 lead. He's just going to hang around. He doesn't want DaHanG to steal any items away, so
Well, I like the way they play hack too, because usually, you know, the games we've seen earlier, you would see players charging in constantly, you know, just trying to kill the other player.
Yeah.
But this time, DaHanG is just, you know, gathering some armor, keeping the distance, getting the rail, but not, you know, losing total control of the map. He's not just giving away frags.
It seems to me that Rapha's not bothered about the Mega. He'd rather DaHanG have it and just deal a lot of damage or even kill him.
Oh. That nade was
Cheeky grenade.
perfect. Yeah, rapha really... I mean, positioning on this map is surely better than the Mega Health.
Yeah, but if he hits LG like that, he needs to get away.
What, 7-0, and DaHanG really has a hard job here.
Rapha looks very comfortable, and DaHanG is low.
Yeah, he's screaming.
Rapha will probably be able to go for the Mega now, because DaHanG can't challenge for it. Unless he can.
That was actually a great move by DaHanG to just steal that Mega Health. And
Yeah.
he's still, I mean, okay, he was fairly low, but...
But as always, Rapha deals way more damage.
Yep.
And that's the problem with this Mega. You have to take it when the enemy's not around.
Yeah, and usually DaHanG has to take the Mega when he's low on health, so it's not really helping him. It's just keeping him alive a little bit longer.
That's true as well. Just it's just a big fat health bubble. And once again, Rapha would be able to do a lot of damage just dropping down here. Perfect. DaHanG can't do anything.
He just prefers the high ground over the Mega Health.
Yeah, I mean, he's letting DaHanG, he's using it as bait. He lets DaHanG have it, he times it, and then just waits for DaHanG to take it. And DaHanG's taking it every single time, but there's not much else he can do, really. Rapha's got control over the red. And that's nice. Hitting a rail and then exiting, so he's not going to take any damage. Just keeping good position. And now DaHanG's dead. Rapha can take the Mega easily. But look at that, he exits it to make sure DaHanG's not going to challenge.
Yeah, just have a quick look, trying to figure out what DaHanG is up to. And there's some two good rockets by DaHanG, and rapha actually is fairly low, but he manages to... The damage output is just massive by rapha once again.
He's playing so much better than he did against Noctis. This is...
and
Rapha's
he's also... Like, this game is so much more different from what we saw on Aerowalk.
Yeah. But DaHanG did play very well, but it just seems to me that Rapha's turned on a new level here. Very good play. Nevertheless, 2.5 minutes, it's possible. DaHanG's first sniff of control. You can see what Rapha does there.
DaHanG is just defending that red armor, and he knows that rapha is near, and rapha is actually just peeking, and that ray gun just was really great, but there has to be more than that, and DaHanG just once again looks a bit lost because he can't get rapha to die.
He can't break Rapha's defense, and that was cheeky stealing the Mega. But yeah, great game by Rapha. That charge was never going to work. It was a hope.
I mean, rapha knew that he was going aggressive, and hitting that shaft while he was strafing is just so easy.
Rapha's just holding good position and doing so much damage. Every time they meet, DaHanG's squealing from all the spam.
Oh,
two great rockets.
That was a good prediction rocket, yeah. Noctis would have quit already.
Yeah, good old DaHanG's not either.
Yeah, props to him for keeping it up. But then again, we're gonna see a third map.
Yep, and that is going to be ZTM, the complete opposite. really didn't look to me that DaHanG was ever going to get into this match.
No, not really. Rapha had just really solid control on this map all day long. And it's just, I love how Rapha constantly baited DaHanG on that mega health. And you just knew it's better for me to have the high ground and just take the mega health when I see it fit, you know.
But that, I think to me now, that just shows the kind of level Kulu was playing at. The fact that DaHanG felt worthless on that map, and yet Cypher made Rapha feel pretty small and hectic. So it's going to be interesting seeing how this tournament progresses. I think everyone stepped up their game today already from yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
So this tournament's going to be great. I mean, the only thing that would make this tournament better is if I was playing, but...
and Zamus.
And Zamus and Toxic. All right, there's a lot of people that could play, but... Anyways, it's the end. This should be very interesting.
Definitely.
3, 2, 1, fight.
So let's start with DaHanG, and that's a rather unfortunate spawn for Rapha there. He's not going to get much. He's only going to get the yellow.
Yeah, DaHanG's got the perfect start here.
Rapha doesn't even have a rocket launcher, so DaHanG can just grab it and set up for the next item, and DaHanG knows it. DaHanG knows that Rapha wants that rocket launcher. And now he takes positioning on the next mega health, and there's one shot been traded. Rapha. And that's the great timing for DaHanG, because he's just going to swoop down for that mega health, and actually he's not doing so. He's a bit late, but I thought...
he's just trying to see what Rapha's doing so he can trap him. He knows Rapha's not going to challenge. He really wants to catch Rapha while he's in such a strong position.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rapha has to play perfectly right now. And the only thing that Rapha has is probably like 100 armor and shards, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, but Rapha will make that work. He won't show himself. He won't even try and get a yellow like there. He wouldn't challenge for it because he knew DaHanG would be looking for him.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I think Rapha had the same spawn against Strengths yesterday.
I think you might be right, yeah.
And he managed to survive for like 3 minutes or so.
So yeah, Rapha just will hide and spam, and he'll do it well.
Yeah,
DaHanG won't be able
just
to catch him.
So aware of where the opponent is doing. Look at that. He always like has an exit plan, but this time, will Rapha get out? Rapha is really low. He was screaming, so maybe he's gonna get that 50 HP, but if he hadn't already eaten it earlier.
Yeah, he knew he had health to back onto, so he really wanted to deny at least one armor from DaHanG. Because look at DaHanG's stack now. He's not even with Rapha. Now he's even with Rapha.
Yep. That nade made it even.
So yeah, perfect decision making from Rapha here.
Oh, and Rapha is waiting on that red armor. Beautiful move.
I don't think anyone expected that. I mean,
no, I do that sometimes, and like when I play against players that.
Did you
like,
teach Rapha that?
No, but did you not know that you can hide in the balcony and you can't be seen?
I never knew that.
You literally can't be seen. Like maybe with Tank Jr. you see a particle of the foot, but most of the players are playing with Keel. But that's like a really nice spot where you can hide, and surely DaHanG didn't expect Rapha to be there.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Great play.
What's that? Plus my gun. Yeah, my ass.
Perfect weapon choice for bumming him. Yeah. Hope he used protection. Anyway, Rapha in a very, very strong position.
Yeah. If he gets that red armor, he's just waiting for DaHanG actually to go for it. So
yeah,
he wants
he's
to bait him. But the thing is, now Mega Health and Red are at the same time. So DaHanG will actually get away with that Mega Health. Rapha once again just playing it safe. He could have gone just for the red quickly and then just, you know, dive down for the Mega Health. But he didn't want that, and there's a close rocket fight. And
DaHanG did very,
Rapha
very well.
gets out of there, barely alive.
He had a big stack because he took the Mega, so it was risky. Oh, lovely.
That was an easy shot to hit, though, for Rapha.
But again, DaHanG takes the Mega and does a lot of damage to Rapha. Oh, great roll. I mean, after Rapha's start, once again, he's played so well on this map to get into the position he is.
Yeah.
But the only thing is there's nothing up for Rapha now. He can't challenge the red. He'll have to wait out, try and do damage and take a yellow.
Yeah. The thing that Rapha needs is a bit of health. But that's why he's waiting.
It is, I think DaHanG might be waiting around Mega to make sure he doesn't try and sneaky Mega out. Oh no. He's trying to...
Oh no! Rapha is running out of rail. And I was like, click, click. Why is it not working? I'm out of ammo.
This is risky for Rapha, but he needed to get out of there. And he's done well because he's going to win.
Oh, there's
Wow.
the frag. And DaHanG. I mean, his stack is not too impressive.
No, but once he gets his yellow, he will have to get the red, and then Rapha's in trouble. I think he's got one yellow, yeah. So he'll be hiding again. We'll be seeing the same kind of game we saw for the first 2-3 minutes.
5-minute warning.
Oh, that was a bit splash damage, so DaHanG actually knows where Rapha is.
Yeah. Rapha really just trying to get any sort of damage onto DaHanG because DaHanG is stacked now, 200-200. Denying the yellow, denying the red, and he'll deny the other yellow as well.
Yeah. Oh, Rapha could be trapped here, but he still has got the exit, namely the teleport, and he's going in, taking that 15-minute fight, and those rockets, wow.
Yeah, rockets are amazing, but what's even more amazing is the fact that DaHanG baited to go to the yellow and backed up to catch Rapha trying to hide out. That was great thinking by DaHanG. But Rapha's really low right now, DaHanG knows it.
Well, I think Rapha does a good job showing up at the items and dealing some damage, you know. He's not just letting DaHanG take everything away without doing anything against that. So
yeah, that's what DaHanG's doing now, trying to force him away. But
wow.
Somehow pulls out a frag. Great.
39 LG, ladies and gentlemen, and he has been hitting a lot of shots.
He hits all the shots he really has to. It's Rapha at his best right now. That's nice from DaHanG. He won himself a red. It was ballsy, and it's paid off. But I think Rapha's not too worried about that because he's got 3 frag advantage with 3 minutes to go. He's just going to try and do damage and back away.
Yeah, and he's just spamming that mega health, but there's DaHanG going in with the shaft and actually pushing Rapha away. But Rapha says, no, I'm just going to try to hit you with a rail to prevent you from killing me, and there you go. He's taking the teleport and he's actually taking too much damage, and that rocket spam prevented DaHanG from just going plus forward.
Yeah, DaHanG's missing his shots as well. He missed 2 rails there, one hard, one relatively easy. And but that was nice.
Ooh, but
yeah, I think he knows he has to start pulling out more moves like that.
well, Rapha off the spawn is hitting the rail, and DaHanG is not happy with that because only 16 HP will pretty much nullify that mega health that he just took.
Rapha let him took it because he knew it wasn't going to give him any kind of boost.
Yeah.
It just sets him back another minute, which is bad for DaHanG right now. You're doing only 2 frags.
DaHanG's slowing down the game a bit, and Rapha doesn't know where DaHanG is. He has been in silent mode. Oh, DaHanG misses the jump to the red armor, drops actually down, but eats the rocket into the face, and now he has to be careful because when he jumps over to the red, he has to be careful that Rapha is not railing. And Rapha didn't connect the shot.
Yeah.
And Rapha was so low.
I mean, that shot by DaHanG was amazing. He knew Rapha was going to be there. Rapha's always trying to deal damage.
Yeah.
And Rapha really did not expect to get hit. It cost him that frag, and it's going to be a tense
But if
minute.
Rapha had hit that shot, DaHanG would have died on the red armor.
Yeah.
Meaning DaHanG wouldn't, run around with such an amazing stack right now.
Oh, no, I know. DaHanG shouldn't have hit his shot, and Rapha should have hit his, but it's 1 frag to go, just over a minute left.
Oh,
Rapha here.
that's a lot of damage.
Oh, no. He's missed the
Rapha
shot.
tried to rocket jump out of
And
that situation, but kind of bumped his head into that wall or ceiling.
Nice
Oh,
read
he's
by
so
DaHanG.
low. Rapha knows
It's
it.
going down.
You are tied for the lead.
Rapha knows that DaHanG would take that frag. There was nowhere he could have gotten out of that situation.
Seems to me like Rapha's luck's run out here. Missing a rocket jump, that DaHanG hitting that amazing rail.
Yeah.
Now he's going
Now
to have a 200-200 stack.
Rapha, the only thing that he can hope for is to force overtime, so he has to play absolutely perfect.
Indeed.
Just trying to stay out of DaHanG's face, and now DaHanG having that massive stack can actually rocket jump around.
He's going to. He doesn't want
Force
overtime.
Rapha, into situations that Rapha doesn't want to be in.
He really does not want overtime. Overtime is 2 minutes where you have to stand around with your opponent. He wants to finish it now.
Oh. But DaHanG is letting Rapha have overtime.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, denying the item was far more important than chasing him and losing map control. So we're going to have to see how Rapha plays this. He's going to have to play well.
The defensive rocket of Rapha is just too strong to pull that off, and that was actually a nice amount of damage that has been dealt to Rapha, to DaHanG. So Rapha once again getting away with his life. Let us switch over to Rapha.
Yeah, we'll have to see Rapha's defensive game here. He's going to have to play spot on to stay in the game, let alone win it.
Yeah, and he had hardly anything. Oh, and there's DaHanG. He's coming in, but Rapha has got. Yeah. No, I was about to say he has a way out there, but
just didn't make it.
He's
going to have to do something extremely ballsy and good here to steal this away. Wow.
He had -5 after he died, so it was really, really close.
Nice rail. That's going to set Rapha back. He can't push him now.
DaHanG is just playing exceptionally well right now.
He really doesn't want to see Rapha. He just wants to run.
So DaHanG is just... Yeah, look at that. DaHanG is just trying to keep the distance to Rapha. He's in the lead. He knows what's at stake here. And
I mean, he's already qualified, but he did say in an interview he doesn't want to play cooler, so he really needs to count DaHanG. But 20 seconds to go. DaHanG's just going to run.
Yep, and that's the spot where you have to hide when you're out of when you want to run. Add that teleporter, and you just run away to the yellow.
ZTN, in these hallways, if you're going to chase, you're going to take so much damage.
Yeah,
look at that. Yeah, that's a good game. Well played, DaHanG. I really didn't expect that.
No, I didn't.
I think Rapha could have played better on error walk, but the end there, the rail by DaHanG and then the missed rocket jump cost him the game. If he had made that rocket jump, he might have got away. But
yeah, but he was fairly low, in the first place. You would have had like 20 HP, maybe getting the 25ers.
Yeah.
But we have to. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to actually interview DaHanG himself.
Cool. I think we haven't interviewed him yet.
No, he casted, but I don't think he's been interviewed. But that was a good game.
Indeed.
Do you want to interview him? I don't mind.